Did you know that the Peruvian coast concentrates more than 60% of the population, but water availability is 2.2%? What is the reason for this favoring of the population of Peru for wanting to live on the coast despite the lower proportion of drinking water available? In this video, we will be covering this topic. The Peruvian coast concentrates more than 60% of the population, but only has 2.2% of the total water produced in the country, said the National Water Authority. More than 60% of the population is concentrated on the coast, and the availability of water resources is 2.2%. For this reason, we have to look for new sources, one of which is wastewater, said Tomás Alfaro, Director of Multi-Sector Hydraulic Projects of the National Water Authority. In this regard, the representative of the FAO, or by its acronym, Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations in Peru, John Pricing, indicated that of all the sectors of the economy, agriculture is the most sensitive to the scarcity of water, precisely because it is the largest user of water resources. During the first national workshop on treatment and safe use of wastewater in agriculture, organized by FAO and ANA, he stated that agriculture is, at the same time, a cause and victim of water scarcity. Hence, the safe use of wastewater in agriculture, as an alternative source, is an issue that must be addressed urgently by public policies, he stated. For 2 days, national and international experts from the water sector met to analyze the technical, regulatory, and administrative aspects that support wastewater use activities in Peru, and to share plans and experiences internationally. The main objective of the workshop was to identify the problems, deficiencies, duplications, and gaps that allow the elaboration of an improvement proposal to support the formal, safe, and sustainable development of the use of wastewater in agricultural areas and recreational green areas, as part of the Management Integrated Water Resources Program promoted by the ANA in Peru. FAO estimates show that by 2050, 60% more food will be needed to meet the demand of a population that will eventually exceed 9 billion people. As a result, pressure on agricultural systems will increase, and the use of water for agriculture will increase the severity of water scarcity. There is a need to institutionalize wastewater treatment. The increasing scarcity of safe water limits the availability of water resources for irrigation, hinders food production, and encourages disease. Likewise, he pointed out that safe drinking water, sanitation, and hygiene are essential elements for the world to guarantee its water and food security. For this reason, he insisted on the need to develop a coherent multidisciplinary monitoring system for water quality that allows for real and updated information on the reuse of properly treated water to be able to plan where and how to expand its use. Despite what has been mentioned, we continue to have news such as Peru exceeded 33 million inhabitants and almost 60% live on the Pacific coast. And the Peruvian population exceeded 33.7 million inhabitants, with Lima and Piura as the most populated cities, and almost 60% residing in cities on the Pacific coast, unlike the Amazon, where only 7 million people, according to a report released this Tuesday by the National Institute of Statistics and Informatics, INEI. On the occasion of World Population Day, the INEI detailed that Peru has 6,000 inhabitants, as a result of the increase in population density that stands at 26 people per square kilometer, and projected that in 2050 the population will exceed 39 million inhabitants. Of the total inhabitants, 59%, 19 million people, live in the coastal regions, where there is greater industrial and commercial development, 26.8%, 9 million, in the towns of the Andes, where mining and livestock, and 14.2% in the Amazon regions, with 4.7 million. For this reason, the coastal city of Lima, with 10 million inhabitants, and the northern region of Piura, with 2 million residents, are the most populated in the country, followed by the regions of La Libertad, Arequipa, Cajamarca, Cusco, Junín, and Lambayeque. So, why is it that the majority of the Peruvian population lives on the coast of Peru with so much territory to inhabit? The concentration of population on the Peruvian coast is due to a combination of historical, geographical, and economic factors. Here are some key reasons. 1. Pre-Columbian history. Before the arrival of the Spanish, the Peruvian coast was already densely populated due to the presence of pre-Columbian cultures such as the Machicas, the Nazcas, and the Caymas. These civilizations were established on the coast due to their proximity to the sea, which provided them with access to marine resources as well as fertile soils in some coastal valleys. 2. Spanish conquest. During Spanish colonization, conquistadors settled on the Peruvian coast, and cities like Lima became important administrative and economic centers. This colonial legacy influenced the distribution of the population in the country. 3. Geographic conditions. The Peruvian coast is the most accessible region of the country, since it has an extensive network of roads and railways that connect it with the mountains and the jungle. This has facilitated the transportation of people and goods, which has contributed to the concentration of population on the coast. 4. Natural resources. The Peruvian coast is rich in natural resources, such as fishing, agriculture and fertile valleys, mining, and industry. These economic activities have attracted people seeking employment and opportunities, driving population growth in the region. 5. Infrastructure and services. Cities on the Peruvian coast have developed infrastructure and basic services, which makes it an attractive place to live. This includes access to education, healthcare, and employment opportunities. While the Peruvian coast is home to the majority of the country's population, it is important to note that the mountains and the jungle also have significant populations and play an important role in the cultural and geographical diversity of Peru. And with this, we would be clarifying the question of this video. Leave us in the comments. Does this distribution seem correct to you? What alternatives would you propose to change this distribution of the country? We will be attentive to read you. If you found the video useful, we would appreciate it if you gave it a like to support our project and if you subscribe. Thanks for watching the video and see you in the next one.